Wonder Woman number 16, written by Brian Azzarello, art by Cliff Chiang. Last issue we left off with Wonder Woman coming across Orion as they searched for her half-brother Milan, who is like a seer and also controls flies, and the flies all attacked the bunch of them. So this issue picks up, same place, underneath Brooklyn, and Milan's attacking all of them with flies, and it is coating literally everything to the point where they can't breathe, and Milan's yelling at him to stop fighting, and Orion's robot, he says later it's named like R4 or something, it explodes and shoots a laser at them. And this book has several plots all intertwining, but I'm just going to continue on with that one. It knocks away all of the flies, and Milan sucks them back up. And she's like, okay, all right, truce for now. Let's just hear each other out. What's going on? It's called A4, and it's apparently an extension of Orion's self, so it protects him when he is unable to fight. And Orion points out, all right, here's the whole thing. There is a threat to the universe that begins with the last of the line at the hands of a new god. And Wonder Woman and Lennox look at each other and they're like, a new god, huh? That sounds like the baby that was just born. And Orion's like, are you I gotta battle with an infant? And Wonder Woman turns to Milan and it's just like, hey, all right, I don't know if this is what's true about the whole new god thing, but could you help us find the kid? We don't know where it is. And Milan's like, you're seriously my half sibling? And says, yep, I'm here. I'm want to help. I want to do what I can. And Milan's like, all right, I guess I can help. And he takes off his blindfold, and inside his eye sockets are just maggots, which is such a cool visual. And we see that he's able to see like everything, and he manages to see the baby along with blanking on his name, Hermes, and Demeter. I believe that's how you pronounce it, but like the tree lady. And the kid apparently has stars for eyes, and Wonder Woman's like, okay, stars for eyes, what does that mean though? And Milan tells him, like, stars for eyes means that the baby was able to see me looking at it. So we're not getting the element of surprise, at least. So second plot is the Firstborn, still in Antarctica. He's fighting off some ice giants that we met with last issue. And basically the scientist that is with the Firstborn is saying, like, hey, what are these things and why are they calling you nephew? And it's just like, they're like kind of representations of Hades, but not actually. So he goes and he attacks them just brutally. And they're like, haha, you can't kill us, we'll kill you. And he's like, yeah, I'd love to see it. So they manage to knock him down a little bit. And they turn their attention to the scientist and take off their winter coat. And it turns out underneath, not only is it a woman who has something going on, but it looks like she has like a bunch of different cybernetic parts that are basically making up her body. And since they are somewhat representations of Hades, he's like, oh, it seems that you've managed to cheat death once. Doubt you're going to do it twice. And then the Firstborn jumps in being like, how much you want to bet on that? And he jumps in and just immediately starts eviscerating the Titan. And as he's tearing it apart, its guts just pouring out, him drenched in its blood, he just screams that he's coming for Olympus, Kratos style. So that's B plot. And then C plot, we follow Zola and Hera as they head down to a local bar. And Hera's like, all these crazy drinks on this menu, all we had up in Olympus is wine. I genuinely don't know what to have. And nearby is Ares, and he's like, how about a gin? It's right up your alley, foul and bad smelling. And he's just like, oh, great. Ares, out of all my kids, you're my least favorite. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to take that as a compliment. And Zola's like, all right, I really don't want to deal with this, so I'm going to go to the bathroom. And as she makes her way over there, she's stopped by, I believe it's Dionysus. And she doesn't recognize that he's a god. But she's like, I could put the old lady in a cab. You can get out of here. And he's like, actually, the old man over there talking to the old lady is going to try to kill Wonder Woman. And Zola's like, yeah, okay, I'd love to see him try. And he's just like, how about I tell you exactly what he's capable of? And he whispers something in her ear, and she immediately has to run into the bathroom to throw up. And as she's in there, someone from behind a stall door starts talking, saying that's one way to lose the baby weight. And we see that it's Strife, who has returned to just screw up more stuff some more. And that's the issue. Three plots, I feel like they all had good movement forward. Wonder Woman and Lennox got some information on the baby as to where they could find it, and they did make the point that they don't know where Demeter is, but Hera probably does, so they're going to get back with Hera and get that info. Firstborn plot, we figured out that the scientist is somebody special as well, so we'll see where that goes. And then I want to call it like the politics of the gods plot, which is the C plot, also got some forward motion there. So overall, very solid issue. Really don't have anything to complain about. I personally cut them into different segments, but they were intertwined very well. I didn't forget like what was happening on one arc by the time I got to the next. So yeah, solid issue overall. Nothing super standout, but just good. So I'm going to give it an 8 in general. Really do enjoy it. And I think we only have like one or two more issues in this arc. So we will see how and when we get to the end of the Hunt for the Baby storyline.